Nothing really out of the ordinary in today's second date. I mean, we've all been on dates where somebody's died, right? Sometimes it's on the way home from the date, but whatever, it happens. And Adam is on the phone. That's the issue that he's kind of dealing with. He went out with a girl named Marcy. They had a good time, but in the middle of his date, he got a phone call that his grandpa had passed away. Obviously, he was sad about that. But Marcy ended up hanging out with him for a little while longer. They even went back to his place and made out. And now she's kind of blowing him off, and he doesn't know why. The only excuse he can think of is maybe he's an ugly crier. Adam, are you ready to call Marcy and see why she's not wanting to go out with you again?
Yeah, I'm pretty anxious to find out.
And I forgot to ask because, I mean, you're thinking like maybe it's the ugly crying thing, but you guys made out after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't cry again after your makeout, or you did?
No, not during either.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say during would be even worse, I think. All right, well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure it out. Here we go.
Cool.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Marcy, please?
This is she.
Hey, Marcy, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay.
How did you get my number?
I have everybody's number.
That's not
on
true.
speed dial all the time. I got your number because...
Is this like a prank call or something?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
One of our listeners actually emailed us and asked if we could get in touch with you.
Okay.
His name is Adam, and you guys went out on a date the other day.
Oh, gosh.
And we do a segment on our show that's called The Second Date. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why. So Adam emailed us, told us a little bit about your date, and also is confused why it seems like you don't want to go out with him again.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
No, this is all joke. Prank call. No. I'm 100% serious.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel bad.
He said a lot of nice things about you and about your guys' date. It sounds like you guys really had a connection.
I don't know. I just kind of thought the whole night was a little weird.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, he told us about the date and how he got a call in the middle of it that his grandpa had died. That would make things weird, I would think.
Yeah, and I feel so bad. It did sort of put a damper on everything.
Was that the part where things got a little weird, was when he got upset and cried about his grandfather passing?
No, it wasn't. I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of knew pretty early on into the night that I just wasn't really feeling it with him. And I can't really explain it. Like, I don't think it was anything that he actually did or said.
He said you guys made out. Like, I feel like he obviously did not interpret.
I mean, I know I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. But
yeah, that was going to be my question. If you weren't feeling him, why make out with the dude?
Well, because I was pretty much gearing up in my head how to tell him that, I'm not really feeling it. And I was literally like about to do it. And then he gets this call, and he gets a call from his mom, and I'm just sort of sitting there, and I can really see that she's telling him really bad news. He starts crying, find out that his grandfather passed away, and at that moment, I couldn't tell him that I wasn't into him.
That would be a tough situation to be in, to be like, I'm going to tell this guy that I don't like him. Oh, now his grandpa just died. What do I do?
I was literally about to tell him because I'm not that type of girl. I really am not that type of girl to try to lead someone on. And I really knew from the get-go I just wasn't feeling it. I was going to tell him. He gets this call, and all of a sudden, then I was just sort of like, oh, gosh, like I have to be nice.
Well, yeah,
have to be nice.
Marcy, you do understand that being nice and then going back to somebody's place and making out with them are really two different things. I mean, I don't know your definition of nice, but...
I know, but like, I didn't want to make his night any worse than what it was, so I just went with it, and I don't know.
What didn't you like about him?
I'm telling you, like, I can't really explain it. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, we all go out with people where, for whatever reason, you just don't really like them. It's not that they're unattractive necessarily. They're just like,
Yeah, I don't know. I think in the very beginning, it was just the conversation fell a little flat, and I didn't feel that spark. I didn't feel
chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, we get all that, but why make out with him?
I can't even believe he told you about that. I mean, it's terrible of me, but it was sort of out of pity.
A pity
Okay.
makeout.
So
Yeah.
basically, when he leaned in to kiss me, I just didn't stop him.
I would, like, it's easy to be judgy about that, but in the same vein, I feel like everyone in this room has made out with somebody that they weren't actually that into before.
Oh, I've done it for years in some relationships. For sure.
You're so wrong. Oh my God.
I don't know, guys. Like, as much as I knew that I really shouldn't be doing this and that it's so out of character for me, and I was not trying to take advantage of him in any way, but at
Right.
the same time, I just witnessed this guy that I hardly know get told that a very close member of his passed away.
Yeah.
I just didn't have it in me to not please him a little bit. I don't know.
Wasn't there any moment, like there wasn't one moment where you were like, oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could be into him.
No.
Oh,
Not at all.
okay. I was
right.
looking for hope there, Marcy.
Well, Marcy, I do want to let you know that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
No. Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am.
Oh my! What more can you guys do to me?
Adam, are you there?
Adam,
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Marcy.
bummer.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh my
So that-
gosh.
so I mean that whole thing was out of pity.
I mean, I just didn't want to hurt your feelings. I don't know. You had already been hurt enough that night, and I just really felt so bad. As hard as it was for you, it was hard for me too, because I was stuck in this like rock and a hard place, you know.
I mean, like we got pizza together after, like that was just out of pity. Like, is a pity pizza?
Good name for a restaurant.
I mean, man, I don't really know what more I can say.
But I mean, did you give me like clear signs that you weren't interested? It seemed like you made out with me because of pity.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you now. I
feel like
mean,
that's worse.
you called the radio
It is
station.
worse.
I don't know what more.
It's worse.
I just.
I mean, you used a lot of tongue for a pity kiss, right?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, Marcy, a pity kiss has a certain amount of tongue. Were you going overboard on the tongue with your pity kiss?
Right.
It was not a non-committal makeout session, you know?
Like I said, I felt really bad. I literally
God.
said it. I had to do something to like make your night a little bit better, and I don't know what else I can say.
Wow. I mean, you are a very talented actress then, because you know, this performance and what you did the other night, like I can't tell what's real and what's not anymore, honestly.
I mean, what's real is that I think you should just try to move on.
Oh,
Just because I did that, I don't think it means that I have to go out with him again.
No, it doesn't.
It was just,
A second one would be another pity.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 pity dates, basically.
yeah. And now we've gotten in too deep. You know what I mean? It's
I mean, I can't believe you would do that. If that happened to you and one of your relatives died, I would do the respectable thing and just walk away.
Just get out of there.
okay.
Leave you alone.
Yeah.
Guys, like, I don't really, this is getting to be too, I tried to be nice. I really did. I'm really sorry.
Okay, well, don't be sorry just yet, because I do have to ask you if you'd like to go on another date with Adam. We will pay for it. Would you like to go on a second date?
No.
Okay, I thought that was coming.
Adam's like, I didn't even want you to ask that question anymore.
Just
'Cause
ride it now.
Marcy, you are a real piece of work, just like leading a guy on like that. That's
Seriously?
Unbelievable.
Okay. This is taking me back so much. I was literally just trying to be nice to you. I was trying to support you. I mean, is there anybody here that can back me up on this? Am I crazy or something? I was just trying to be nice.
no, they're not going to back you up.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Guess not. Well, either way,
Kinda get
Adam,
it.
you didn't get your second date, and at least you know why now. And Marcy, thank you for taking the time to talk to us about it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, now I feel 100,000 times worse. Thank you.
Well,
Sorry,
I
Marcy.
want both you guys to think about this. That night when you guys were making out, Adam's grandpa was watching you. Think about that. Today, a dude named Adam is on the phone for a second date, and his email said it was one of the worst, but also one of the best dates of my life.
Huh.
How's that?
So I'm really interested to hear what happened. Hey, Adam, what's up? How are you?
Hey guys, how's it going?
I take it the good outweighs the bad since you're on the phone with us trying to get a second date.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those dates that kind of like you didn't think would go too great, but then it just,
Didn't go great, but also went great.
Yeah, we totally know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
no clue what you're talking about. Why don't you tell us?
Okay.
The girl you want to call today, what's her name?
Marcy.
Marcy. All right. And how did you meet Marcy?
We met at a bakery.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Were you guys both
Yeah.
buying bread at the same time and you reach for the same loaves and your hands touched?
No, I had to put a little more effort into it, but I was just there, getting coffee and stuff. But she was picking up a cake, and I thought she was kind of cute. So I sort of just struck up a conversation and was like, "Hey, is that cake for me? Because it's my birthday."
Was it actually your birthday, or is that just a
Oh
line?
God, no,
Okay.
not even close.
All right.
Corny,
Well,
but-
fabulous pickup line.
I would have worked on me. It obviously worked on her.
Yeah.
So it was like one of my stronger pickup lines.
So it sounds strong. Did you actually rip the cake from her hands and say it was your birthday? And
Give it to me.
yeah.
She was like, "Well, it's my friend's birthday, so she'd be kind of mad if I gave away a piece of her cake." So I was like, "Well, really, I just wanted your number."
Oh,
Okay.
look at that smooth,
There you
man.
go.
Yeah. And so she was happy to oblige that.
That's awesome.
So what'd you guys do
Yeah.
when you actually went out?
We just went out to a bar to, have some drinks and kind of talk and stuff.
What was your mood going into it?
Oh, it was great. Like, we were super friendly.
That
and,
was the
like,
bad part. You're like, oh, I didn't want to be there at all.
Yeah.
Well, the bad part was probably like 20, 30 minutes into it. We're really like vibing, and I keep getting a couple calls from my mom, which is not like really normal. She doesn't usually call a bunch of times.
Right. So then you automatically think it's an emergency. I would.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was, my grandfather had died.
Oh,
man.
buddy.
That's not the kind of news you want to get in the middle of a date. I guess it depends on your relationship with your grandfather, but
Oh, my God.
I would think it would be a bad thing.
He's like, yay!
Yeah, he's like,
He's
that
like-
guy was an a-hole.
Either
That's
that-
fabulous. So I'm guessing you didn't like the news.
No, news wasn't great, and needless to say, kind of threw me off my game.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, at one point, like I was crying,
Yeah.
and so she offered to stay with me for a little while, and then actually came back to my place.
That's a great way to get some pity sex.
Grandpa's like,
Great way, yeah.
wingman from the skies.
Yep, exactly. Heaven's got a wingman, and his name is Grandpa now.
Actually, we ended up having a little makeout session by the end of the night.
There
I
you
think it
go.
was unrelated. I hope it was unrelated.
Yeah, hopefully the death of your grandpa didn't turn her on.
Yeah.
So you guys actually went back to your place and made out?
Yeah, so we went back to my place and did all that, and then after a while she was like, "Okay, well I gotta get going." It was getting pretty late.
I can
And
see
we
why
called it
you
a night.
said that's like the worst date and the best date because it sounds like a really lovely interaction with another person.
Well, yeah, it was very personal,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like we connected. But like, she's kind of been ghosting me a little since then. I try to text her, and it'll take like a while for her text back, like a few days, and it'll sort of just be like a one-word thing or nothing at all.
Okay, so you definitely think she's blowing you off.
Yeah.
Any reason that you can think of why?
I guess I might be like an ugly crier.
That's true. Like,
Yeah, but does anyone ever think that they're a pretty crier unless you're like in a Hollywood movie? Like it just doesn't happen in real life.
I mean, like, my cry is like pretty ugly. It's all just snot. It's just a mess. I mean, and I kind of, my voice sort of chokes up like this, and I can't really get.
Oh,
It's bad. It's
That was a
not
weird way to
great
describe your cry. All right, so you think maybe she was turned off by your ugly crying?
It has to be. Otherwise, like, we really hit it off.
why would you want to go out with somebody who isn't calling you back because you were crying in not an attractive way? I guess because your grandfather died. Like that is shallow if that's the case.
Well, I don't know if that's the reason. That's the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date, okay?
Okay, thanks.
While this dating story may sound weird to a lot of our listeners, it sounds right on the nose for me.
Really?
Oh.
Because one of our listeners, Adam, just said in his email he blindfolded his date out in a parking lot, and the rest is history.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Adam, have we hung out before?
What the heck?
I don't think so, man, but I'd like to.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay. So, we'll get into your blindfolding antics in just a second, but
I
first,
bet you'll get into those.
Yeah,
in
I
a
wanna know
second,
all about
Jeffrey,
it.
I bet.
tell us about the girl you want us to call. What's her name?
Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron. Okay.
Is Aaron physically okay right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't she be?
Because we led with you blindfolded her in a dark parking lot.
And apparently you can't get in touch with her now, so...
I just want to make sure she's not in a trunk or something.
Oh, no, she's fine.
Okay. Where'd you meet
It's a
Aaron?
cage, she can breathe.
We met on a dating app.
Oh, okay. It's not getting less sketchy.
Yeah.
No, come on, that's normal.
It is, except for the blindfold part.
Some
Okay.
people are into that, Brooke.
Yeah, well, that's just the thing. All these dating apps, you go on so many dates, and they're all kind of same. So I did some research online of maybe some creative things for the first date. And like I read in the article, it enhances the meal. So yeah, if you're having a blind date, why not have an actual blind date?
I
That
see.
came up online as a suggestion.
So wait, you decided that she couldn't look at you the entire date or what?
Yeah, why don't you run us through how this works?
Yeah, and how you proposed it to her. Because I can't imagine someone saying yes to a stranger on this one.
At first, she was kind of timid towards this, like, maybe I'm not so sure about this. But then I sent her the link from what I was reading, and she kind of eased into the idea, and she was like, yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Was the link to 50 Shades of Grey?
That probably would have worked. Girls love that.
I know.
No, I guess I'm still confused on what the date is, though. Like, what did you do? What is
Yeah.
the idea?
Explain that to us.
Sure. So we met at the restaurant. She got out of her car and texted me that she was there. And then so I walked over and then put the blindfold on. And I was a gentleman. I walked her into the restaurant. I told the restaurant ahead of time.
Blindfolded?
Yeah, blindfolded.
And I have heard of this where they have like these dark restaurants now too, where you go in and you literally can't see anything, and
Yeah,
then you
it's trendy.
eat. Yeah, it's trendy, so that it, like you said, enhances the food. But like on a date, I mean, what was her response to this experience?
We were both having fun, you know. Other than having a blindfold on, it was like any other first date. We were laughing and talking. I guess the only difference is that the waiter had to read to her, you know, what we were going to be eating that night.
Or like
Okay.
describe it to her
I
instead
see.
of.
Right.
Instead of being like, what are the specials? You're like, what's the entire menu?
Yeah.
At any point, did you put a blindfold on too?
No, I kept my eyes wide open the whole time.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting. I mean,
One-sided.
well, but you're both into it, and it would be something to laugh about and something to talk about and move the date along the entire time. I can't imagine there was probably a
Yes.
lot of awkward silence with your date being blindfolded.
No, she probably wouldn't she'd run. They were silent.
Right. Yeah. It not just enhance the food. Like when you lose one sense, you know, it kind of makes the sounds and everything enhanced too. So maybe she enjoyed the conversation more without having to look at me. So
Oh, wait, now I have to ask, did you guys kiss? Because that would be more enjoyable blindfolded.
we did not kiss while she had the blindfold on. No.
Okay, well, obviously
Okay.
you would ask if you could kiss her. I'm not saying you just blindfold her and make
Okay.
out with her.
You didn't do the cardinal sin of blindfolding.
What's that?
What's
Running
that?
behind her and putting bunny ears over her.
Oh, God, Jeffrey.
I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me
old
when
are
I've
you,
been
Jeff?
blindfolded.
That's why.
Come on.
If I find out, Adam, that you did bunny ears to her while
Oh,
blindfolded,
my God.
then you owe me a blindfold date.
Okay, he's
Oh
hoping for the
man,
blindfold.
I would never. I would never.
Okay, that's right. You're a gentleman.
So, Adam, did she have the blindfold on the entire date? Did it ever come off?
So we had a nice dinner and everything was going well and she enjoyed the blindfold, and then it was time for dessert and I let her take off the blindfold, and
Let her?
so she,
That's kind of a poor choice of words in this situation.
I unlocked the restraints and
Yeah.
allowed her to remove the blindfold.
You're free now.
okay, I didn't let her take off the blindfold. I suggested.
There
Okay.
it
Okay.
is. That
There it
sounds
is.
All right. And how did she seem after the blindfold came off?
Pleasantly surprised. I apologize for not being more better looking, but
That's funny.
That's a good humor to put in there.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that. I'm like, I hope, she doesn't just think you're ugly, bro. But if you
Yeah.
address that,
I mean, she's seen my pictures online, so she kind of knew what she was getting into. But
Right.
that's true, too. You're right. I forgot about that.
How did everything end?
Well, like I said, we had dessert and we laughed and I paid the bill and, we went back out to the parking lot and I was like, I'd really like to see you again. She's like, yeah, for sure. I'd really like to see you again too. And
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you again.
Okay.
That's clever.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
so, yeah, we texted a few times after the date, but trying to make more plans. She's always been busy and I really haven't heard much from her since. So I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you did take it off. I'd be more concerned if it never came off. So, I mean, at least you did that.
Yeah, it would have been a
And
lot of.
you can read someone's tone. I mean, it's the end of the night. She said, text me and I'll see you again.
And I'm glad that we heard about this type of date because now the next time I go into a Red Lobster and I see a girl blindfolded in a chair over there, I'll be like, oh, okay, she's just having a fun time.
I'm still
yelling,
gonna,
"Help."
I'm gonna still default to
Yeah.
emergency situation.
All right.
Yeah,
Well-
that's gonna still be my default.
Let's see where Erin's at. We're going to play a song. We'll come back and we'll try and give her a call and get you a second date. All right, Adam?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, hold on. Hey, Adam,
Yeah.
what do you call a blindfolded fascist?
What?
Whoa.
I don't know what.
A Nazi.
No.
Yeah!
No.
Get it?
Yeah!
Nazi.
Yeah.
Air though?
Oh,
We're
man.
not starting this.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I
No.
crushing
Number
old
one.
blindfold
Are
jokes
we-
right now? Because one of our listeners, Adam, blindfolded his date, Erin, when they went out to dinner. He got the idea off a dating website, which said blindfolding during the meal makes the food more tasty and the conversation flow better.
Yeah.
Apparently it worked. Adam says they had a really good time. The blindfold came off before they ate dessert. But Adam, we never asked you this. Was there anything that went wrong or felt weird during the blindfold date?
I wouldn't say anything went wrong, but this thing happened a few times where since she couldn't see, she'd be reaching for a fork or a knife, and then she'd just knock her drink over and spill it all over the place. And
Oh.
that happened about 2 or 3 times. And one time she almost knocked over mine too, but I was able to grab it before it fell over, so I was dry.
Wait,
Thankfully.
she got herself all wet?
Not completely wet. Most of it spilled onto the floor.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's
I've had
interesting
dates
that
like
after
before.
2 spills, you were like, let's give this one more chance. But okay.
I was committed. It was a good date idea. You guys should try it.
And you
Yeah,
know,
just
I'm
might-
Good.
that's the thing. Obviously, she was too because she didn't take the blindfold off.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. If she was like
Yeah.
super uncomfortable, she would have just been like, okay, I'm done.
She likes to act like a toddler at the dining room table. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nice.
Okay, let's not forget she hasn't called him back.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Something's wrong.
Well, let's figure it out. I'm going to dial her phone number right now. We're going to get your second date. You ready, man?
I am ready. Thank you.
And remember, if this doesn't work out, you and I are going on a blindfold date.
Okay.
You got it, man.
All right.
No bunny ears.
No bunny
Yeah.
ears. Here we go.
Yeah, he knows the rule.
Down the number now.
Hello?
Hi, is this Aaron?
Yeah, who's this?
My name's Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh hey.
Oh, she's laughing.
Maybe you listen every once in a while, Aaron.
I mean, I do a little. Maybe I've heard some of it before.
Hey, you've heard of us.
Yeah.
That will take
She
it.
Yeah.
flipped through the stations
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
and that's good enough.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, Aaron, okay? The reason that we're calling is because we're doing something called a second date. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to them for you to help you figure out the reason why.
Okay. I don't know if I like where this is going, but all right.
Uh-oh.
Well, the guy who emailed us, his name's Adam.
Oh, guys. That guy.
Oh,
Oh, you
That
knew Adam.
guy.
It's a pretty
That's-
unforgettable date you had with Adam.
Oh, my God. Like, okay, the guy blindfolds me, right?
yeah,
We
no,
heard all that.
he told us all about the date and that he blindfolded you in the parking lot and led you into the restaurant. You guys ate a meal together.
But you knew about it because he said that he emailed you the link of the article saying why it's a fun first date.
Yeah, like, that was all fine. I figure, like, I'm open to, like, a new experience.
Okay.
But what he didn't know, though, is that the blindfold was actually, like, not thick enough, and I could actually see everything that was going on.
Oh.
Oh, you could see through it?
Yeah, and I was pretending the whole time because I didn't want to, he was having so much fun, like, thinking he's so innovative and stuff, so I didn't want to, like, blow it for him. And
Wait.
Nice of you.
That is
No.
nice.
Hold up, though. If you could see, why did you spill drinks everywhere?
Oh, he told you about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said you like spilled 3 different drinks and he thought like, I don't know, maybe that's why you weren't calling him back.
No, I did it on purpose.
What? Why?
I did it because he was kind of being like really sneaky and weird during the dates, and I did this to kind of get him back.
Oh.
What was he doing?
Wait, yeah. What?
Back. He took you on a nice date.
So you're saying he got sneaky and weird after the blindfold was on?
He got really sneaky and really weird.
How?
Oh.
What did he do?
So he orders a shrimp cocktail, which I guess I was supposed to, of course I pretended like not to know what was coming.
Right.
And he's like talking to me and asking me questions about my life and my childhood and stuff. And then he's like, hold on, don't eat yet, right? And I can see through the blindfold, the guy goes over and takes a big shrimp. And then my entree comes, which is like seafood linguine, which I was like really looking forward to eating. And he starts eating that too.
He's legit eating off your plate?
This guy's a genius.
Yeah, and it's like, does he just go on dates with girls to blindfold them to eat their food? Like,
That seems like a stretch.
But
It is a
why
stretch,
would he
I
do
think.
that? Why would he eat your food?
Maybe
I mean,
he just
are
wants
you...
to taste it.
you tell me. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I actually felt like really like betrayed. Like, oh, this guy blindfolded me. He's texted me a million times about this idea. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to be blindfolded. And then, there's this big reveal. But then like as he's sneaking my food, I'm like, he's just doing this to eat my damn food. And that's why he wound up with a few drinks on his lap, or at least I tried.
Okay.
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 So you could see through the blindfold, you saw him stealing the food, and as revenge against him, you were trying to spill drinks on him.
100%. Two can play at this game.
And that's why you're not calling him back?
Yeah, that's why I'm not calling him back. It was the most bizarre, weirdest thing. If he could sneak that, who knows what else he's capable of sneaking? That kind of shows like a character flaw.
Yeah, I mean, next thing you know, he's going through your purse. He's stealing your wallet because you're blindfolded. You can't see.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who knows what he's capable of? He could be sitting on the other line of a radio station waiting to talk to you while you have no idea.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Well,
It is crazy.
it is crazy, and it's happening right now because Adam actually is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm taking the blindfold off now and letting you know Adam has been listening on the other line.
Oh my god.
Adam, you there?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron.
Nutcase.
Surprise.
Oh, I had no idea that you could see me.
You're admitting to
He's guilty.
Why are you eating her food, Adam?
I didn't think she would notice.
You had one job to get a blindfold.
Like, how many other girls do you do this to? You just go on dates to eat their food? Like,
Well, I didn't plan that going in, but while I was there, I was like, oh, she'll never know.
Yeah. I mean,
oh my
technically.
god. That's so
Oh.
crazy. Do you realize how rude and crazy that is?
I don't really think it's that crazy, but I mean, besides your food, it just looked so much better than mine. And I was like,
Oh man, I could totally see both sides on this one. Like
Me
I'm
too.
protective of my food, but I also steal other people's. Like I am always taking half of my husband's
but
food
when
I
when
they
don't
he's
know
see
eating
why.
you
something.
doing it.
I know.
But it's always your date's food or your husband or whoever. They
Yeah.
always look better than yours.
I know, Aaron, you can understand that, right?
No, I don't get it. My food's my food. He can eat his own food.
Oh.
I thought maybe if the portions were smaller, you would think we were at a fancier restaurant.
He's good.
That's
dude.
clever.
He has done this before.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh man.
I feel like I am still sensing a connection between you two, even though you guys disagree on the
It's a
food
pretty
eating
sensitive
thing.
I don't
subject.
feel
And
this.
I kind of do too. I mean, you got to think about it, Aaron. Like, yeah, he should have asked, but also, to his defense, you should have told him that you could see him doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he was so excited about the blindfold thing. I'm not like a total heartless person. I couldn't like
Yeah.
rain on his parade that hard.
Well, you could have just found a different fabric then to actually make it work. If you had just been honest.
Noted. So next time, better blindfolds.
Yeah.
Okay.
dude.
No blindfold.
I've got a
Again.
website that I can give you, Adam, where they have really high quality ones.
Or
Silk.
handcuffs.
Appreciate that.
Okay? And that being said, I would love to send the two of you out on another date. Our show will pay for it. Aaron, what do you say?
If you want to go on the date, I'll go blindfold. You can take my food.
Oh.
You can even give me the bunny ears.
Oh,
wow.
bunny ears.
Come
That's
on.
intimate.
Wow.
Aaron, give him another
is big.
chance. He wasn't malicious or anything.
Well, he is actually funny and cool. I mean, he's being funny about this whole thing, and I did enjoy our conversation during the meal. So I guess I'll give him another chance.
All right. Congratulations, Adam.
Yeah.
You just got a second date.
Oh, terrific.
Oh, man, I can't tell if he got a second date or he just got a night of payback.
Yeah, for real.
Order 2 entrees, bro.
I'm just letting you know. I'm ordering the most expensive things on the menu, and I know they're paying for it, but you might have to end up shipping in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Carolyn is on the phone today to do a second date update, and in her email, she says she thinks she might be a bad person
Whoa.
for wanting to do this second date update.
Really?
I don't really know what that means, but Carolyn, why do you think you'd be a bad person for wanting this second date update?
Well, because I don't really like him that much.
Oh,
What? Why would you be doing that, Carolyn? This is why your dating life is bad.
No! Yes, maybe. You're probably right. Because there could be something really cool involved.
What do you mean? Like, I'm guessing you're not talking about emotions.
Not romantic ones.
Okay, well, before we get into all that and the reason you think you're a bad person, what's the guy's name?
Rob.
Wow,
do you
even
even
say it
say
like
it
you don't like him. And where did you meet Rob?
Rob.
Robert, we got set up through friends, so.
Okay, and were you as disappointed in Robert the first time you saw him as you are now?
Well, it's funny you say that because I was led to believe that Rob was going to be super hot.
God, Rob, get
Man.
it together, you uggo.
He wasn't hot.
No, he was just okay.
What? Oh, my God.
All right, so far
terrible.
we've got somebody who you don't like that much and you don't think he's that attractive.
Oh.
You must have enjoyed actually going out with him then, right?
No, you would have, punched your eyes out.
What?
He would do things, it's so hard to explain, but he would do things like, I was like, oh, what do you do actually? And he's like, oh, I'm a hopscotcher.
What?
Hop-
Is that supposed to be funny?
Yeah, is that a joke?
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny. He was so amused with himself. And then he's like, no, I'm a pogo stick jumper.
Oh, wow.
He just 10 minutes of him not saying what he did, but just saying really stupid stuff that I just had to smile at.
Did
So
he ever
Karen-
actually say what he did for a living?
Yeah, he did say, and I don't even remember. It was really boring. It was some business.
So wait, your dating life is in such a state that you want to call someone who's not calling you back who you find boring, ugly, and obnoxious.
I never said ugly. I said he was just okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's some silver lining then with Rob. He's mildly attractive, I guess.
That's being generous.
All right.
Well, then why call him to go out again?
Well, during the date, in our boring conversation, he did say one interesting thing.
Okay. And that
Okay.
one thing wasn't just that the date was about to be over?
No,
No,
that
but-
might have been more interesting, but no.
Kudos to you for listening well enough to hear the interesting thing.
So what was it? What did he bring up that you were interested in?
He won concert tickets, but also a meet and greet
Oh,
Okay.
So-
For what?
for Adam Levine, and I freaking love Adam Levine.
Oh my God. It's just dawning on me.
So you want to do the second date update to try to go with him to this meet and greet that he won?
Yeah, because he brought it up and made me think that he wanted to take me on it.
Oh, man.
So you're using this poor guy to just try to get close to Adam Levine.
But super close. You touch him in a meet and greet, I'm imagining.
I mean, I get it. Adam Levine is super hot.
Super hot.
But yeah, did you just keep bringing up Adam Levine the whole time you talked to him after he said that?
He said he won these, and I said that I was interested. I hinted that, and nothing was ever set in stone, but there was a lot of implying going on.
How'd your date end?
Oh, we kissed.
Oh my God, you totally kissed him because you knew he had Adam Levine tickets at that point.
Yes, it felt right.
No!
It felt so right, so romantic.
Shouldn't have.
You are kind of a bad person for this. You're right.
Oh.
I knew it, but I still want it so bad.
Okay. Well, how long has it been since your date with this dude?
So it's only been a couple days, but the concert is coming up soon, so I'm getting nervous.
Okay, wait.
So you want to do a second date update after only a couple days or whatever it is?
I gotta secure the date. I gotta block it out.
So why do you think he hasn't called you back already?
I don't know. I'm kind of out of his league. I don't know if he's trying to play it cool because he read it in a book somewhere.
Oh, man.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and figure out why he's not calling you back, and then see if we can get you your meet and greet with Adam Levine in your second date update right after this, all right?
Thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Carolyn is on the phone, and today she wants to try to get a second date with Adam Levine from Maroon 5.
That's
Seriously?
essentially
I know
it.
sounds weird, but she actually went out with this guy named Rob, who she didn't like very much. Was bored on the date, thought that he wasn't that attractive, and what else didn't she like about him? Just all around,
Everything.
didn't really like him very
There's
much.
not
But
one thing she liked.
the one thing she did like is that he has some sort of meet and greet tickets with Adam Levine, and so she wants to do a second date update to hopefully go out with him again so she can be the lucky person who accompanies him. And you know what, Carolyn? I don't even think we need to call Rob. Rob's just kind of the middleman in this whole thing. Because, you know, I work in radio. I actually happen to have Adam Levine's number. I can just call him for you right
Do
now.
not.
Oh, shut up.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, believe
You
him.
want me just to call him right now instead?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have no idea how to contact that man.
Oh.
Sorry. He's way hotter than I am.
Okay, I know we're doing a lot of jokes about this and it's funny, but does anyone think that this is morally wrong to lead some guy on and make him think that a girl likes him just so this woman can meet Adam Levine?
It is, but I kind of want to see what happens.
Yeah, and if it was anybody other than Adam Levine, maybe, because he is just so hot. Who cares? Morals go out
right
the
now.
window when it comes to him.
I don't feel good about this.
All right,
No, but
Carolyn,
let's see what happens.
are you ready to give Rob a call?
Yes,
All
let's
right.
do this.
Do
Here we
not-
go.
Oh,
I hope he
God.
doesn't answer.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Rob.
this is Rob.
Hey, Rob, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
Okay.
Okay. What's up? How you doing?
Good. You say you're with a radio show?
Yes, it's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Never heard of it.
That's okay.
Okay. Thanks for
A lot
not
of people who
listening.
haven't heard of it, but
Yeah.
one of our listeners did email us about you, and that's why we're calling today.
Me?
Yeah. Your name's Rob, right?
Yeah. This is Rob.
Okay. Is this the Rob that recently went out with a girl named Carolyn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super weird. Yeah, I went out with a girl named Caroline.
Yeah, and Carolyn emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone.
Huh.
It's something that we do on the show called a second date update. So Carolyn is wondering why you haven't called her yet for another date.
I mean, it seems like a real personal thing.
If you didn't like Carolyn, it's totally fine.
Brooke.
Well, no, I liked her.
Are you sure?
I liked her. I got the feeling that it wasn't gonna work.
And why not?
Wonder why.
To be honest, she didn't seem to be really paying attention to me while we were eating, or just sitting, or at any point in the
Really?
date. She was on the phone a lot, like a lot of texting. Just
What?
kind of. It just didn't seem like she liked me very much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's quite the opposite. I mean, she emailed a radio show to
Oh,
get you on the
no.
phone because she wants to see you again.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
She sounds like she was pretty rude on the date. Like there wasn't a lot for you to like about her.
Well, I guess if you guys are saying she's interested, I mean, maybe I'm just terrible at reading people. Yeah, I mean, if I'm wrong, I will accept that I'm wrong and willing to give it another shot, I guess.
Okay, so you weren't like not calling her back because you didn't like her. You just thought she wasn't into you.
Yeah, I just thought she wasn't into me, so I just figured part ways would be best for both of us.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't you
that makes
think
sense.
intuition is such a strong thing? Like being able to read people?
Yeah, and I did like her at first, so maybe I should have stuck with that initial intuition, and maybe we should hang out.
Maybe.
Opposite.
And you know what, Rob? She's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
You guys are calling me. Did she calling in as well? Like,
We called, we like conferenced her in, and she's been quiet on the other line this whole time, but she wants to talk to you. Caroline?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Uh-uh.
Hey.
hey, whoa. This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is cool. I was been thinking about you.
I guess I was a little wrong, but I've been thinking about you as well. This is great.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah, because I really feel bad that you felt like I just wasn't, like, interested because, I mean, I just feel like it's a fluke. I wasn't feeling, like, super great that day, and because I had a fun time. Like, I think you're a pretty awesome guy.
I kind of figured maybe you were feeling not so great. Maybe I just read the signals wrong. I guess I was completely wrong about the whole thing.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen, Rob, you know? Like,
Stop it. We
two sides to every story. I mean, you're thinking that she doesn't like you. She's like, oh, man, this guy Rob is awesome. I'm glad we made this phone call.
It happens all the time.
I was completely sure that you had no interest in me whatsoever, and I was just, like I said, cutting losses. But this is so exciting. This is so cool.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're excited. Yeah, I just was in kind of like not a great mood, and it's sometimes just hard for me to hide that when I'm not feeling good. So, you know.
Great. Well, sorry you're in a bad mood for our date. I'm hoping we can do another thing, and maybe you'll be in a better mood, and I'll give another shot. And, like, this is so exciting.
Rob, does that mean you're asking me out again?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. I'm pretty free at the end of this week. Do you want to maybe we can get some coffee or something on Thursday?
There you go.
Hey, coffee's good.
Coffee date.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I was thinking that you brought up, and I just thought that would be super fun for us to do. 'Cause, like, you mentioned like a concert, and I love concerts, and I was like, oh, you would be such a fun person to go to a concert with.
Sure. We can go to a concert if you want. That'd be great.
Okay, cool. I feel like you mentioned winning tickets to see Adam Levine, right?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that would be cool. You know, I've always kind of liked their music and him.
Yeah, that'd be a sweet date, Rob.
Yeah, that would be a really sweet date.
Carolyn, that sounds like a blast. I totally love to take you to see Adam Levine, but I gave those tickets to my niece.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you gave them away, Rob?
Oh, no.
Well, I gave her the extra ticket. I'm taking her.
Oh.
my God.
She's a huge Adam Levine fan, and I couldn't tell her no.
So wait, you're like a really good person who wants to take care of your family and everything, right? And make dreams come true.
I mean, she's family. I can't say no to family, you know?
So you don't have the tickets anymore?
I mean, I still have a ticket, and I'm taking my niece.
Yeah.
But there's always concerts we could go to. I mean, there are so many concerts.
Yeah, but you had meet and greet tickets, right?
I didn't give them away. I still have them.
Rob,
I couldn't tell
Rob,
no.
that's lame. That's lame. I would love to go to that concert with you. Is there any way that you could just tell your niece you're sorry and you messed up, and like, 'cause we would have so much fun together at that.
Dude, you are so low.
I don't know that I could do that. She's real excited. It's going to break her heart.
I think you should try. I mean, because we would have a killer time.
Carolyn, are you really trying to get him to take the tickets back from his niece?
You're trying to get him to...
They haven't gone yet.
Dude, it's a little girl who has a dream of meeting Adam Levine, not a grown-ass woman.
I mean...
Well, I have wants, too.
Wait a second. Is this only to get me to bring you to the concert?
No, I want to go out with you. You have these tickets, and I just thought it would be really cool if we went together.
I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can do about it. But look, if you still want to go out, I think Thursday's great. We can get coffee on Thursday. We can talk. We can actually get to know one another.
Yeah, there you go. Carolyn, would you like to go out with Rob on a second date for some coffee? On Thursday, we'll pay for it.
We already sat across from each other and, like, chit-chatted. I wanted to do something, you know? Like, meet Adam Levine.
So no to coffee?
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in getting coffee with Rob.
Okay. I mean, do you like concerts? There are plenty of other concerts coming through. I can get us tickets.
No, thanks. I wanted to do the meet and greet. No.
Oh my God, you're such a snake, Carolyn. What is wrong with you?
I just know what I want.
Dude,
Rob,
you
she's
deserve
not gonna,
so much better.
She's not going to go out with you unless you can get her to meet Adam Levine.
It's the only reason she wanted to go out with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the only reason she wanted to do a second date update was so that she could hopefully be your guest for those tickets.
Come on. Caroline, are you serious? You got them to call me
Yeah.
so you can have tickets?
Listen, you're fine. But I really wanted to see Adam Levine, and whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And if I felt something different on the second date, I would have been open to it. But
You liar!
Wow. I guess it's good that we're not going out again because you sound like a really bad person.
Dude, Rob, you are so on.
that's not fair.
Is it though?
Hey, Caroline, look, I'm sorry that you didn't get tickets to go meet Adam Levine through Rob. I'm
Call
sorry.
him for me.
No,
Find his number.
how about this? I bet you through the radio station I can get you some.
You can really? Are you being serious this time? Seriously?
I am. I bet you I could. I bet you I could find meet and greet tickets for Adam Levine.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Yeah, I didn't say I was going to give them to you. I'll give them to Rob's niece again.
I hate you. I hate all
That'd
of
be
you.
great. She has a few friends that want to go.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
For once, karma wins. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Caroline wanted to call a guy named Rob. She didn't like him. Thought he was boring, not very attractive. Didn't really dig the date at all, but she wanted a second date with him. Why? Because Rob had some meet and greet passes for Adam Levine.
Oh, yeah.
Levine or Levine?
Levine,
It's
sorry.
Levine.
I always get it wrong.
They're both
I
acceptable.
know.
From Maroon 5. Anyway,
Yeah.
he had meet and greet passes. The only reason she wanted a second date with him was because she wanted to get those passes and go with him to that. But when we got him on the phone and tried to get her a second date, he revealed that he had given those passes to his niece. Like he was going to take his niece along.
Like a good uncle.
Yeah, like, that's cool, you know? And then she got mad at him and decided not to go out with him, and she doesn't want to date because she only wanted to use the dude to meet Adam Levine.
Oh, people are saying such nice things about her on her text
They
board
really
right
are,
now.
yeah.
Dude, the audacity she had to honestly say, will you just tell her you're sorry and take me instead?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, you
She
know
actually
what?
asked him to take the tickets away from his niece.
Oh
When
my
you
gosh.
love Adam Levine and you think it's destiny.
I guess. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Looking for the perfect birthday or anniversary gift or a special date night? Well, then you need Zodart, Seattle's only exotic car rental company. Visit Zodart.com to book an exotic special car for that very special day.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
To date or not to date? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to use Tinder and suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or Craigslist and take up arms against a sea of weirdos.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why am I opening up today's second date update like that? Because Erica is on the phone and she wants to call a guy named Alan, and they met in an acting class.
Oh, that's
What's up, Erica? How did I do?
You did great. You should join the class with us.
Okay, definitely. Maybe I'll think about that. What's the guy's name that you want to call today?
His name's Alan.
Alan. And your email said that you guys met in acting class. How'd that go down?
Well, we met in class, and he really stood out to me because he just had like a great set of hair, like a full head.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is this an ongoing class, or was this just a one-time class that you took?
It's an 8-week class. So, yeah, it's an ongoing class.
Okay. So how far into your 8 weeks before either you or he asked each other out?
We were into the second week.
Okay. So second week in, and how did you guys officially decide to go out?
Well, we were hanging out after class, and he asked me if I wanted to hang out and, like, go over things.
Oh, I was hoping it would be more romantic than that.
No, it wasn't, Jubal. You wanted more of a script.
Yes, I did. All right, that's
He's like, hey, what's up?
it's not very Hollywood at all.
And did it seem like a date, or did it seem like he wanted to go over and practice acting stuff with you?
It definitely seemed like a date. We were being very flirtatious when he asked me, and it was just us.
Oh, cool. Okay. So like everybody had gone home and it was just you two?
Yeah, we were just hanging out outside.
All right. And what did you guys do when you went out?
Well, he texted me after a couple days and asked me if I wanted to come over and make tamales.
Oh, that's a cute date.
Yeah, he can cook.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, because I guess they're hard to make, and he said he could teach me. So I was like, yeah, that sounds great.
I love tamales. Do you have any left over?
Seriously.
No, sadly.
I don't really care if we do your second date update anymore. I just want some food. Do you enjoy making tamales with him?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He's really funny, and so he made me laugh, and he was really patient. My tamales were they were so bad.
Yeah.
His were really good, but he was being really helpful with me. So.
Okay.
Right,
That
and-
sounds romantic to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really romantic. It was nice.
Okay, if you spend some time with this dude making romantic tamales, why do you think he's not calling you back?
I'm not sure. The whole night was really great, and I guess you go through things of what went wrong, and there was one point where he pointed out something I do that I didn't realize I did, which is apparently I compartmentalize my food, when I eat it.
What do you mean? You make sure it doesn't touch?
Yeah, nothing touches, and I eat something one at a time.
Oh, I was
you're one of those
When
people?
I was younger, I was
I didn't realize that I did that.
Oh, you didn't even know that you did that?
No, but I do. Now I'm noticing it every day.
And you said he commented on it. How did he do that?
It was kind of oh. And I was like, what? What's going on? And he was like, well, you compartmentalize your food.
That would be the weirdest thing to turn somebody off ever. Yeah. You're not letting your tamale touch your beans that are on the plate, and that, my friend, I can't deal.
I thought that too. I thought that would be a little strange.
I have a hard time believing that would cause somebody to not call you back. How did you guys end everything?
He gave me a kiss on the cheek, and we were like, I'll see you in class. Because I had to leave because I really didn't overstaying my welcome at his place for the first date.
Yeah. Oh, no, you should have slept over. Just brought your overnight bag with you.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight, right?
So, have you seen him in class?
Yeah, he was in the next class after. We said hi to each other, but after I was trying to talk to him, he was being kind of cold, a little standoffish. So, I don't know. And I asked him if he wanted to hang out, and he said he was busy.
Oh, the old busy excuse, huh?
Yeah.
Was he being rude to you?
No, I wouldn't say rude. It just wasn't, as welcoming as he had been before.
Right. Because if he liked you and he wanted to continue to see you, he'd do things like sit next to you in class or make eye contact.
Yeah, now it's really awkward when I see him, and we only have a couple classes left, and I just it's just kind of strange.
Weird.
And I'm just wondering if I did something wrong, so I thought I'd call you guys to help me figure it out.
Okay. I think it's a food thing. You separated your food like a weirdo, and it ruined your chances with this guy. We'll play a song.
I eat like an 8-year-old.
Yes. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Erica?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do your second date update today.
Why is that?
Well, because I don't know what my motivation is.
Oh.
I have no direction. There's a blemish on my nose, and the lighting in this room is f***ing off. The lighting is f***ing terrible in here.
I knew you would be that type of actor. I did.
I can't do it. I just can't. I'm going to go outside for a smoke. I'll be back in 15 minutes, and then we'll try it again.
Let's go to his trailer.
You got it.
All right.
You figured it out.
Erica wants to call a guy named Alan that she met in her acting class. They went out together. They made tamales. They had a fun time, fun conversation. She said he was funny. Yeah. Also added that he had a full head of hair, which she liked a lot. And ever since they went out, he's not calling her back. And also, they've seen each other in acting class, and he's been very cold to her, just saying that he's busy and he can't go out again. So she wants to see if she did something wrong. Are you ready to call him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you worried that this is going to make things more strange?
Whatever. The class will end.
Yeah, we only got a few more weeks, right?
At this point, it's already weird. It can't get weirder.
It'll be a good story.
Okay. I'm going to call him right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Alan there?
Speaking.
Hey, Alan, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, Jubal?
Yes, Jubal, from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Have you ever heard the show before at all?
No, I'm not familiar.
Oh, okay.
Is it it's on the radio?
Yes.
I mostly listen to NPR, sorry.
NPR, I'm not familiar with that rapper.
That would be so badass if NPR was a rapper.
Well, we are a radio show, and we do a segment called the Second Date Update. So you recently went on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay, who was it?
Her name is Erica.
She emailed you.
Yeah, Erica
What'd
emailed
she
us.
say?
Well, she emailed us and said that you guys met in acting class, and you got together one night to make tamales. And ever since then, you've kind of been cold to her in the acting class, and you haven't responded to like her phone calls or text messages or anything.
Okay. I don't understand why she emailed you.
Well, I guess she says that she's tried to talk to you a little bit, but you've been cold. And when she asked you if you wanted to go out again, you're just like, I'm busy, and then didn't want to talk to her. So she figured we might be able to find something out.
I don't know what you want me to say. It's not working.
Is there a specific reason?
Well, yes and no, but I don't really see why I'm going to talk to you about it.
Well, because you're not telling her. Like, you have to understand from her perspective, it's awkward for her to be in a class every day with a guy who obviously doesn't want to go out with you, and you have no idea why.
So the best thing for her to do is to email a radio station.
I think so.
No, you
I
get the
do.
truth one way or the other.
We do a lot of these second date updates. It works for a lot of people.
Well, I think it says something about her sanity.
Is that it? Do you feel like she's not sane?
No, I'm not saying she's not sane. I'm just choosing to go our separate ways as much as we can, even though we still have to be in that class together, because I think it's going to be better for both of us.
So you're deciding for her what's better for her.
Yeah, what?
Well, I'm deciding what's better for me, and I happen to believe it's got to be better for her.
And what is that?
I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. There's something about her vibe. I don't want to talk about auras and stuff, but there's definitely something about hers that clashes with mine.
Her
God,
vibe clashes with your vibe.
Only people in an acting class would say something like that.
What do you mean by that?
Look, she'd come over to my house. We made tamales. There was like some awkwardness there. I didn't think anything of it. But then the next week in class, we had to do these monologues, right?
Okay.
And when I went up to do mine, I felt off. Like I couldn't get in the right headspace. I could just feel that my energy was being sucked, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with her.
What?
That you feel like your energy was off when you were doing your monologue because of her. How?
It's hard to explain to the layperson. Meaning not an actor. I mean, I don't know what you guys do as like radio personalities.
Yeah, no, radio is bottom of the barrel, not much of an art.
We're as layperson as you get.
Like, have you ever taken an acting class?
No.
I have.
I mean, in high school, but I don't think that counts.
I'm not talking about like lay on the floor and be an ice cream cone stuff. I mean, like really getting into like what's inside of you.
No, I've never really gotten in touch with what's inside of me.
Thank God.
That's a whole separate problem.
Yeah. Was it something that she did?
It wasn't anything she did. It was just her energy, you know? It's like when I got up to do my monologue, it sucked, and I'm f***ing good, all right? But this girl, something about her, I know it's her. I know it was her. It put me in the wrong space.
So you're blaming her for you not doing a good job on your monologue.
Look, if you don't understand it, it's just because you're not in touch. You know, you said you haven't been inside yourself. Well, maybe you should take a big swim in Lake U, because in order to get creative energy, you need to be free to do that.
Don't you think it's a little unfair to say someone's being ruined your abilities? I mean, it could have been like, what if did you have a stressful week, or you had a fight with your mom? I don't know.
If I had a stressful week, I have the tools that I can channel that stress into a brilliant performance.
Oh.
Okay.
But she took those tools away from me. I don't know how to tell you that she did, but she did.
That tool thief.
Oh my God.
She's a tool thief.
Weird.
And that's the reason that you're not calling her back. You feel like you can't be creative with her in your life.
Yeah, like I need a muse, and she is not a muse. She's a succubus. And she pulls the energy out of me. Every creative juice that I have was sucked out of me by just her presence.
Oh my God.
That is intense,
Jeez.
sir.
Sorry about that.
She didn't feel the same way at all, I don't think.
Well, look, her monologue was not great either, and either she's just a bad actress or I'm affecting her too.
Okay, so you think that just the two of you together, you can't be successful actors because your energy doesn't fit.
Right. Like, I can't practice my craft to the best of my ability if I have a succubus on me.
I can't believe you.
Some people like succubuses, some people don't. I mean, I can't change how you feel. It kind of doesn't make sense to me because I'm not you, but I do know that she's on the other line listening right now and would love to talk to you.
What? Are you seriously?
Yeah, Erica?
Hi.
So she heard everything I just said?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I did.
And do you not
Are
agree
you
with it?
serious?
Yes, I'm
I was
serious.
thinking like you were dating somebody else. Like now you think I'm like some voodoo witch or something.
So you think that your monologue was good?
Oh!
I wouldn't say it was the best I ever had, but I can recognize that and not blame it on somebody else.
Well, maybe you're not in touch with yourself enough to know what's affecting you.
Maybe you're a little too pretentious for the class.
I'm pretentious.
Yeah, do you hear yourself speaking right now?
Okay, Erica, explain this to me. All right, look at it all as a whole. The week before in class, my monologue was beautiful. Like the teacher said, it was the best work she'd seen. The next week, after having spent just a little bit of time with you, I'm mixing up Macbeth and Hamlet, and it's all coming out apples and oranges. What other excuse could there be?
I don't know. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Honestly, Alan, I don't get it because you weren't bad. I wasn't bad.
You have completely skewed ideas of what's bad. Bad for me is probably your best day.
I don't know why you're being like this. Did we not have a good time? Did we not have fun when we were hanging out?
That's not the point, Erica. Clearly, from a creative perspective and from a professional perspective, we're not good for each other. Our energies clash.
So even if you had fun and liked each other, it's not worth it because it's going to screw up your careers.
It could have been the best date in the world, but it's not worth it to me to continue dating someone that's going to pull my creativity out of my stomach.
Erica, did you?
Oh my God!
I mean, you're kind of being a jerk to her right now.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything on purpose, even if you feel like she sucked your creativity out.
Look, I'm sorry if I said hurtful things, but I think it's best that we don't pursue anything because it's clearly affecting both of us.
I mean, people have bad weeks, but it's an acting class. You get through it, you take notes, and you go to the next class and try to do better.
Maybe you don't understand this. Some of us, like myself, are trained and know how to focus stressful days or bad energies and still be fantastic. You, however, changed all of that for me. One date with you, and I had nothing left.
Oh!
Sweetie, I'm really sorry, but you really aren't that good. The teacher gives you the most notes for a reason.
No, the teacher gave me notes because the teacher thinks that there's something there that can be improved upon. You didn't get a lot of notes because, you know what? Well, she's never going to get any better.
Wow!
Who knew it could be so catty in acting class?
It's an act off.
I know what the answer is going to be here, but I would like to ask the question regardless. Alan, would you like to go on a second date with Erica? We will pay for it.
Obviously not.
And Erica, I'm assuming that you don't want to see Alan again?
Yeah, hell no.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Well,
good.
good.
Drop out of the class?
No, I'll be there. You'll see me.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I hope that both of you can channel that awkwardness into great monologues for future classes.
I'll be able to channel all of this energy, including this sour energy that you just put in me, and I'll be able to do great work, and I'm going to book a lot of gigs. Erica, however, is going to be stuck doing nothing, waiting tables, and maybe you can give her a job on your radio station.
Alan, I guarantee you in 10 years, I'm going to be the one who's successful, and you will not.
Yeah, successful at cashing welfare checks. Good luck.
Whoa, that was below the belt.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We may have found the most hated second dater ever.
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. In today's second date update, Erica wanted to call a guy named Alan. They met in their acting class. Mm-hmm. They went out on a date. He wasn't calling her back, so we got him on the phone and found out the reason that he was ignoring her was because she's a succubus.
Oh.
And she sucked all of his energy away.
Yes.
And he couldn't create like an actor of his caliber can create in class. He said after the date the next time they were in acting class together, he tried to do a monologue, and it was just terrible.
Oh,
and
my
he
gosh.
blamed her. A text message in at 78592 saying, Alan is the reason why actors are said to be high maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
What an
think?
a-hole.
He really lived up to the stereotype there, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
she dodged a bullet, man.
She really did.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both actors, so they'll probably end up in some sort of relationship at some point.
Of course.
Well, what's going to be funny is that he actually becomes super famous and the joke's all on us.
Yeah, exactly. And he's on Fallon or one of the late night shows, and they're like, when was the point you knew that you were going to make it in this business? Like, well, I was on this radio show, and I had gone out with a horrible succubus of a woman. And that's when I realized I needed to focus on me, and I'm the only one who can bring my energy to a creative point where I can create properly.
Bravo,
for the masses.
sir.
Yes.
Bravo.
And people will give him a standing ovation.
Yes.
So anyway, everybody hates him on the text message board at 78592 because he was a jerk to her.
Yeah,
He just takes himself too seriously.
And she didn't do anything except for just be herself.
Well, that is the problem. If she would have been an actor and been somebody else, maybe he wouldn't have had all of his energy sucked out of his body. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You go out on what you think is a great first date and then never hear from that person again. We'll call them for you to find out why they haven't gotten back to you. Today we have Tommy from Port Orchard on the phone. Tommy?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. Who do you want us to get a hold of today?
So I went on a date with this girl, and I met her on a dating website.
Okay.
And she wanted to do like an activity, not like go out to dinner or something.
Let me ask you this. Was it a free dating site or one you pay for? Because that makes a big difference.
It's a free trial. Eventually you would pay.
All right.
Okay.
So either way, she wanted to go do an activity.
It's your trial girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
But,
and what happened?
so my idea is miniature golf, right?
Uh-huh.
I had a really good time there, and then afterwards I asked her, I was like, hey, you want to come back to my place? And she said, yeah. And so I was like, oh, she's having fun too. And we go back to my place, and then, like, literally she's there for, like, 10 or 15 minutes, and she gets all awkward and weird and, like, makes up an excuse and ditches out. Like, something switched. Like, something happened, you know?
What was her excuse, Tommy?
Like, all of a sudden she had, like, work super early in the morning or something.
It's weird. Like, you're not the first person that we've talked to that had this happen to them. And my dating experience has never happened where someone just kind of randomly left. Maybe I'm better at dating than I thought I was.
No, you just get them so drunk that they can't drive home.
That's probably the key.
Do you have anything weird in your apartment?
No, I don't think so.
So you have no idea why she could have just kind of gotten weird and left.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we got back and, like, we barely even hung out. There wasn't even time for me to screw anything up.
All right, and have you tried to contact her?
I have, and she's not answer. She doesn't answer my calls. She won't answer my texts. And now I'm like, I've completely moved on. I don't even care. I just want to I just want to know why.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, you just want an answer. Cool. Okay, we're gonna call her right after this.
All right, cool.
Turn the lights on. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Tommy went out on a date with a girl. They went back to his place. She was there for a matter of minutes before getting awkward and leaving. He hasn't been able to get a hold of her since. We're going to give her a call now to find out why. Tommy, what's her name anyway? I never got that from you.
Amy.
Okay, all right. We're going to give Amy a call right now to see why she hasn't gotten back to you.
And Tommy, will you remind me, how long ago was the date?
About 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's been a while.
One of the nights.
Hang on, Tommy. We're dialing right now. Hang on.
Hello.
Hi, is Amy there?
This is Amy.
Amy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Who is it?
Jubal from Moving 92.5, the radio station.
Okay.
You went out on a date a little while ago with a guy named Tommy.
Yes, I did.
And he emailed us wanting to know why you haven't gotten back to him. He said you went back to his place and then you got kind of awkward and just split.
Well, that's true.
Can you tell us why?
Wow, I really wish we wouldn't have done this because it's not like,
Well, here's
how
the
can I put this? Like, so that I think we're just into different things. That's probably the
you're
way to put
into
it.
different things. Did you see something in his apartment that made you think that he's like weird or something?
Actually, that's exactly what happened. I mean, the date itself was really good. He's a really nice guy, and we definitely,
Amy, get to what you saw in the apartment. It's killing me.
Sorry. Well, I don't want to make it seem like he's an all-around bad guy. But when we ended up going back to his apartment, he was in the bathroom brushing his teeth, which I was like, okay, so that means we're going to be making out. I was ready for that.
All right.
I was just kind of looking through his movie. I'm laughing just because he's going to be really embarrassed when I say this, but he had like all of his porn just like out with all of his regular movies.
That's
So
awesome.
it's like Caddyshack, and then right next to it is like Position Impossible. And I was like, wait, what? And I remember reading that, I was like, maybe I saw that wrong, and I was like, no.
Hey, Amy, hang on one second. Tommy, you don't hide your adult movies?
Oh, he's on the phone?
Yes.
They were hidden with all the other DVDs.
Amy, yeah, Tommy is on the phone. Tommy, how do you say hi to Tommy again since you haven't talked to him?
Oh, my. Hi, Tommy.
I'm so sorry that I didn't put those away, but that is just so normal within a guy's apartment, I guess.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah,
whatever you do, like in your home, is your own thing. But it was like that's like not a first date kind of.
Yeah.
Tommy, I normally don't like to display my porn like a coffee table book. I like to put it away, especially if I know that I've got a date that might be coming over.
I know. I apologize. I did not have the forethought to hide it.
Amy, I have to ask, though, is that like an unforgivable thing for you?
I don't want to say that it's unforgivable, but I think, honestly, I think this was just so, and I'm laughing just because, like, as like, openness to having your porn out, but it's also, like, just the names of the movie that was really weird, too, because they were, like, all on...
Wait, so
what porn in history wasn't named weird?
Yeah, exactly.
You actually...
I guess I just didn't know that much, It's just weird to see them, I mean, I will give it to him. Everything was alphabetized, and his apartment was very neat.
That's Amy, what were some of the names? I'm just curious.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't remember all of them, but the one that, like, totally freaked me out because it's on a kid's movie was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And I was like, but on the side picture, I was like, that is not the one that I know.
You like pick it up, you're like, oh, this is so sweet. He's got like kids movies. He likes Disney. That's not Disney.
No.
No.
Amy?
Yeah?
Now, we'd like to offer you a second date if you'll go out with him again.
Let me ask her. Amy, I'm sorry. I'm a normal guy. Let me take you out on another date. You'll come back, drink some tea at my place. There'll be no porn anyway.
If it helps your decision, Amy, we'll pay for the date.
Well, he's a really nice guy. That I'll give him. And he didn't try to make any extra extraordinary horny moves. So I'd go out with him again.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, you guys can watch porn together.
Exactly.
We're not paying for the movie rentals.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.